Okay. Okay. Yeah, this is the entire screen. The entire screen. Is it up now?
Yes, it's up.
Is it better now?
Yes, yes, we are good.
Okay, good. All right, Stephen Chukwude is my name. I'm presenting the work titled National Analysis and Trends of Antenatal Care Among Young Adolescents in Nigeria. The focus is on young females 15 to 24 years old. Maternal mortality rate is high in Nigeria, and it is more higher within the age of 15 to 24. Recent statistics by the World Health shows that over 500 women die per annum in Nigeria due to issues related to childbirth, and this constitutes about 12% of the global figure of women who die through the process of reproductive health. Then this is a challenge, and one of the major factors is that many of these women fail to attend antenatal care due to the fact that these pregnancies were unwanted initially, and so they were shy, according to Ajayi 2021. Care because of what the society or people within their circle will say. And of course, unwanted pregnancy is due to inconsistent contraceptive use, according to our Beba et al. 2021. And these problems also has led to the high prevalence of early marriage among these females. And because of the fact that they do not attend antenatal care, it endangers their life, and they also have this suboptimal family planning because they do not attend antenatal care and they do not know the standards accepted by World Health Organization that women should attend at least 4 times within their reproductive childbirth cycle, or during pregnancy rather, before delivery. And because of the fact that many of them got pregnant unplanned, many of them had to drop out of school, and it's a major problem. And at the same time, they are not educated. They don't know what it entails or what to do during child delivery. And this problem also leads to high rate of VVF, vaginal fistula issues, whereby a woman will be bleeding excessively before during child delivery. So this study set out to examine the regional variation of antenatal care pattern among young adolescents between the age of 15 to 24 in Nigeria. The specific objective is to understand the nature of antenatal care among this crop of adolescents in Nigeria, and also to examine the prevalence of antenatal care among young adolescents in Nigeria, in order to make policy-informed decisions on how to reduce the prevalence of maternal mortality in the country. This study is so significant because that there is high rate of VVF due to the fact that also believe that it also endangers the life of the child within the first 9 months. So it needs to. Sir?
Share your screen again.
I'm sharing my screen.
No, I think your network went off.
Come again?
I think you had network issues, so you have to reshare your screen.
Oh.
You're not starting over.
Can you see it now, sir?
It's coming up. Yes, we can see.
Okay. Should I proceed from here, or I should start from the beginning?
No, from the beginning. From the beginning.
Okay.
Start from the beginning.
Can you still see it?
Yes, you can.
Oh, Stephen Chuk, and I'm presenting the title, this work titled Subnational Analysis and Trends of Antenatal Care Among Young Adolescents in Nigeria. This study focuses on adolescents in the age of 15 to 24 years old. Maternal mortality rates in Nigeria is high. It's one of the highest in sub-Saharan Africa. Over 500 women die due to during the process of childbirth per annum in Nigeria, and this accounts for 12% of the global figure, according to World Health Organization 2023. This figure, most of those women who are victims or who are susceptible to maternal mortality rates are within the age of 15 to 24, because Nigeria have a large pyramid or wide pyramid population base. And one of the major reasons why we have high number of maternal mortality rates is because so many of these pregnancies were unwanted initially, according to Ajayi et al. 2021. So due to large unwanted pregnancy, unwanted pregnancy is because of inconsistent contraceptive use among young adolescents in the country, and this has led to early marriage, whereby so many of these children or young adolescents drop out of school. They become children on the street or out of the street, and it's a major problem. The bane of the issue is that many of these young adolescents who got pregnant, do not also attend family planning after birth. So the problem does not even lie pre to delivery; it also continues after the delivery. So that because we are also concerned about repeat pregnancy among these young adolescents. So after even delivery of the child, they do not still attend family planning and postnatal care as well. In view of this, the focus of this study is to examine the regional variation of antenatal care pattern among young adolescents in Nigeria. The specific objective is to understand the nature of antenatal care among young adolescents in Nigeria, and also to examine the prevalence of antenatal care among young adolescents in Nigeria within the subnational ethnic groups in the country. This is very, very important because statistics shows that many of the adolescents who deliver their children or give birth also experience VVR, which is vaginal fistula, whereby during the delivery they have wide cuts, and this has led to bleeding, which also endangers the life of the mother and the life of the child as well. And also, after birth, within the first 9 months and before, even at 12, before the child gets to 5 years of age, many of these there is high rate of infant mortality and child mortality because the adolescents are not well oriented on how to properly start care to their infants after delivery. Also, due to lack of adequate antenatal care, we also experience high rate of maternal mortality according to statistics within the country. Also, there's need to understand why many of these young adolescents also do not engage themselves in family planning. So that's why they have low child spacing, and it leads to repeat pregnancy, and of course, low birth weight. So understanding the prevalence of antenatal care and reasons why mothers do not attend antenatal care, how to make informed policy decisions will help us reduce the rate of maternal mortality due to lack of antenatal care in the country. This is the method. It's a constitutional study. We are using demographic and health survey for the last 5 cohorts. We spans from 1990, 2003, 2008, 2013, and 2018 to understand, to see the prevalence or the trend rather. So this is the analysis matrix. For the first objective, the variables that we are measuring is the age as first sexual debut within the less than 15 years, then also 15 years to 24 years to see the disaggregation. Then also the level of education, marital status, current working status of the adolescent, the religion, the exposure to media, their wealth index, and the measurement indicators that we are using for this study is the individual household level and the household level, the individual level and the household level. And we have seen the analysis plan, the descriptive statistics will be used, for the inferential statistics we are using chi-square to show the relationship between antenatal care and the regional variation. Two, we are looking at the relationship between antenatal care and the household level. Then we're also looking at the relationship between antenatal care and the individual level. I'm also going to use motivated statistics for the that's logistic regression to see the significant influence of antenatal care, significant influence of social demographic characteristics on antenatal care using multi-level binary logistic regression. The dependent variable is antenatal care, which is dichotomized into 2, yes and no. While the independent variable is the household and the individual level. Thank you. Hello?
Okay, thank you very much. We have our facilitators here and colleagues. So let's start with the colleagues. Questions from colleagues? Okay, Mr. Shukude, can you?
Reply to.
Mr. Stephen, yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Stephen. Thank you, Mr. Thank you, Mr. Thank you, Mr.
Okay, sir. Yes, I can hear you.
Oh no, I don't put from here. Well,
Yeah, I can hear you now, but I didn't get you earlier on. I didn't hear you on. Yes, noted. You know, in the categorization of adolescents, the literature, there is no, so far what I've seen on the literature, they are not static. Some use 10 to 14, some use 15 to 29. some use 15 to 24, but contextually in studies in Nigeria, the most studies in young adolescents. I can hear you, son. Thank you. That is noted, sir. Yes, I can. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm with you. When I talk about, okay, when I talk about the nature of antenatal care among young adolescents, we are looking at uptake of antenatal care among this group. You understand? The uptake of antenatal care among this group, if it is done in a medical facility or they are cared for within the household, you understand, not medical facility. If it is within the medical facility, how many times do they attend antenatal care? You understand? And what are the characteristics of these women as well? That is how we get the nature of the antenatal care within group of people.
Mr. Stephen, can you hear us? Hello? We can't hear you. We can't hear you, please. Can you confirm that you can hear us? Okay. We can't hear you. I think it's from his end. Everything was working fine.
It's like a song.
Just yes. Mr. Stephen, if you can hear us, we can't hear you.
I was hearing you earlier on before you stopped hearing me. It's not from my end here. It's not from my end here. I've been hearing everything you are saying. I've been responding. Yes, I heard she was asking about the prevalence and if it's different from the nature, right? Now, I said demographic and health survey uses period prevalence for each cohort that they have. So now, I'm interested in the trend of each of the prevalence for each cohort, the variation. If there is variation, what is the cause of the variation? The prevalence between these age cohorts, 15 years below, and 15 to 24, for 1999, if it is different from what the demographic and health survey got for 2023, I want to understand what is the cause of the difference for 2028, 2008, what is the cause of the difference 2013 and 2018. So we want to see the trend of the variation for each of the region and what may inform these changes for each of the analysis done by the demographic and health survey. This will enable us to make informed decision, policy decision on the issue of antenatal care within the region. But when we're talking about the nature of antenatal care, we are looking at the characteristics of these age brackets, the individual characteristics, the household characteristics that influences the uptake of antenatal care. So it's a different thing. Second objective, looking at the prevalence of the trend. While the first one is looking at the nature, the characteristics of this adolescent that influences the uptake of antenatal care. Come again, I didn't get that clearly, please. Yes. Yeah, I get her, but you see, from when you are using this is a trend analysis, get that clearly. When you are using a particular cohort, why are you smiling now? When you are using a particular cohort, you can look at factors that influence it if you feel like. But I want to look at it in nature. Did you get me?
That you can define. The word nature cannot be properly defined, and that's why she was curious and kept on asking that question. So you need to really work on that objective number 2, if you can project it for us. So with that, I walk back to your title, because you're looking at regional trend, and you are looking at what now? Sub-national analysis and trend and all that. So again, I go back to the of the title. I think the word young women is more preferable. Young women age 15 to 24 as against young adolescents. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, I can hear you, sir.
Right. So I'll suggest you change that word to young women age 15 to 24, and that will make it better. Then please, can you project the slides? I have a few concerns, so that I can just suggest on that. I think part of the go to the statement of problem. Yeah, this is where I think the issues are, and why you may be able, why you are still having some difficulty with some of the objectives. Because what I'm looking at is, are you looking at what makes ANC a problem, or you are looking at what, if ANC is a problem, what does it result into? And so, if ANC is a problem, what are the things that follows? Issue of maternal mortality, issue of, because for example, unwanted pregnancy will not be issue with ANC. In the context that except you are looking at the factor that contributes why they will not attend and things like that, then some of these things you have stated as part of the problem will be functional and will speak to your topic. So I think you need to work around this statement of problem again, so that you are sure about it. Now let's go to the objectives. Let's go, sir. Yes, to examine regional variations of ANC pattern among young women or among young people, young women aged 15 to 24 in Nigeria. So I'm thinking the word nature, that particular place now will be a pattern of ANC use,
Okay.
ANC utilization. So that will sell. Now, prevalence, fine, you can still determine the prevalence since you are looking at regional trends. So maybe prevalence in South is 20%, in the Southwest is 30%. I'm just imagining in North, so you can actually plot a trend of the based on this. Just give a graph, okay, and somebody can see. I agree perfectly with that. But then again, a major thing you said in your analysis, you said you are going to do multi-level, you are going to look at the factors. It has not showed up at all in your objective. And that's why I said that you need to go back and look at your statement of problem so that you know, is it what is contributing to ANC you are looking at, or is it what ANC is contributing to? But from what I see, it's about what is contributing to whether you utilize ANC or not. So please kindly try and look at that, your objective again. So whether you are picking utilization, you are picking all that, then there is a third objective here, which I perfectly agree with you, to look at the determinants or the factors influencing, affecting, or whatever ANC use across the regions and things like that. So you can actually have that, and that means then that your statistical plan will fit in. Then I notice you are looking at about what's called 5 NDHS. I don't know, I can't recall very well now whether it's 1990 that is not very good or 1999, but I think it's the first one that does not have all the variables. So you should be looking at 1999.
1999 is very flawed.
But it's still fair and can be added. Or you probably stay to 203 upward and you have 4, 03, 08, 2013, and I think 4 NDHS can actually give you trend and leave out 1990, 99 out of the place. So this objective will need modification. You'll probably be dealing with 3, and that means your general objective also we also need modification. That beyond regional variation, because they are just that general objective just talking about variation. So you need to look at the regional variation and determinants of ANC use among young people and things like that. So in that light, then your statistical plan becomes reasonable. Otherwise, you have no reason to even go to that level of statistical plan you have proposed. If it is just about capturing objective 1 and objective 2 alone. And then you need to also decide, how are you going to measure or operationalize ANC? Is it in terms of attendance? And well, I'm sure when you search literature more and more, these things will become clearer. Thank you. That's just my contribution. We can have Prof. Sir.
Thank you, sir.
He's resting. Okay, he's all right. Okay. Alarm Prof is resting. So, and then let's move on then. Okay. All right, sir.
Prof is with us.
Okay.
Did you hear, Prof? Mr. Chukudi?
No, I didn't hear him, sir.
Okay, he said you should move to the title slide.
Okay.
I also did not agree with where you put 15 to 24 years as adolescents. I mean, as young adolescents. So I just cancelled young. Now, since you're talking about ANC, it can only be among females, so I didn't put females there. You may need to consider that. Did I hear you present that you are to attend antenatal 4 times? what is actually the standard, the recommended number of antenatal clinic? And is there a particular number per trimester? Foye, can you hear me?
No, I didn't hear him, sir.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yeah, better now.
All right. What is the recommended number of antenatal care visits?
4.
Is 4. Is it 4? Dr. Adioyeda. You may want to find out. Okay? I am not sure it's 4. And I don't even know how many times per trimester. It's a long time now. Yes, now I follow my wife, so it's 8 times, right? Is it 8 times per trimester or in all? Throughout. Okay, all right. So you may want to check that up. Again, I want to ask you, first, the general objective and the specific objectives, how do they relate?
The general of the study itself is trying to look at the regional variation. Of course, that's what the general objective is looking at as well. The specific objective is specific to you're looking at the prevalence. We're looking at also like advice by Prof to look at the patterns of antenatal care, and also look at the determinants influencing antenatal care among this age group.
So we're looking at variation of ANC patterns. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Variation of ANC patterns. So by the time we examine the nature, I'm actually correlating with that word, the nature. Please share your screen, eh?
Share your screen, please. Your slide.
Okay.
All right. So we're looking at regional variation of ANC patterns. Something is wrong somewhere. Regional variation of ANC patterns. Now we want to look at nature of ANC, prevalence of ANC. The whole thing I'm seeing here, you may not go beyond univariate analysis and you get your work. So the moment I saw this, I said, this is a lazy man's work. Do you have a slide that talks about methodology?
This is all are captured for that, sir.
Aha. So, I don't know whether you can see the first line, descriptive statistics. The second row too, descriptive statistics. Because what you want to do with the inferential statistics here, I really don't know. Can we go back to your objective? So sorry, to the title. From here, can we immediately detect the dependent variable and especially, the independent variables and especially the dependent variable? It is clear from your topic, the unit of analysis, 15 to 24 adolescents. It only means that they must have been, or well, maybe they are currently pregnant, or they must have had at least a child. So subnational analysis and trends. By trends, you mean you are going to do a pool from 2003 probably to 2018. That's not a problem. What will be the content of your subnational analysis? Can you go back to your objectives? Well, actually, there are a lot of studies about this national thing and trend that you have said. But because focusing on 15 to 24, you may need to rework the specific objectives. I think you should come up with 3 objectives so as to know which one to strike out if we have to strike out anything. But with what is there, ordinary univariate analysis will tell you what you want to do. Or better still, I hope you can hear me. Or better still, what do you want to use chi-square for? Especially in the second row of methodology.
Oh, well, okay. I don't know use it to see a relationship, but you can advise appropriately, sir. Okay, I said I wanted to use it to show the relationship between antenatal care and the household level or other things, the regional variation.
Regional variation. Apparently, there is a slide before this one that talks about MMR, I mean, the forecast for this rain also have come up at 2 o'clock. It's just coming up now. Stephen, can you hear us?
I can hear you now. I didn't hear your last word.
Okay, all right. Can you go to the slide that talks about, move back, scroll up your slide. Go on. Oh, okay. Let's go to after objectives. Or is it justification? Yeah, stop here. Significance of the study. By your sub-analysis, do you plan to do all of this?
I didn't get that.
Do you plan to find the IMR, the CMR, the MMR, issues about repeat pregnancy, family planning, low birth weight? Are you going to talk about it from your analysis by regions? Or you are just telling us why your study is significant? Ooh.
Are you referring to the analysis plan?
Yeah, okay. This is your analysis design, plan, Abi?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, what do you want to do with chi-square? Relationship between region and number of visits, Abi? Relationship between household level and frequency of ANC. What is the difference between number of visits for ANC and frequency of ANC?
Number of visits.
And frequency of ANC.
The same thing, sir. The number of visits is the same thing as.
Oh.
Okay, you're referring to this place?
Yes. Household level. What do you mean by household level? Or household head level? I don't understand. HH level. What does that mean?
Okay, I'm looking at the household characteristics in that place, sir.
Oh, okay. Household characteristics.
Yes, sir.
Not level. Do we have household characteristics in individual record? Okay. Is there any other person waiting in the room to present? Oh, okay, all right. Now, Dr. Stephen, have you interacted with the data?
Sir.
Have you interacted with the data? Have you romanced the data?
I didn't hear that, sir.
Have you interacted with the data?
Yes, but not totally. I have interacted with the 2018 and 2010 data sets.
Okay. All right. I think summarily look at your title again, make necessary correction, and then come up with clear, specific objectives of what you want to do. I want to suggest that you go from your analysis plan. Maybe you should go back to your objectives. We didn't even see your research questions. The statement of the problem is not sharp enough, okay? It's not sharp enough. So can you do that? And we may ask you to represent during our virtual class. Hopefully if that comes up as soon as possible. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
A round of applause for Prof. Thank you, Mr. Stephen. Well done. I believe this process is going to refine your concepts and make it better. So we look forward to an improved version of the presentation. Thank you very much. So you can stop sharing now, please. Okay. So we have the second person on the line for presentation in person of Dr. Okoro Lenz. Are you with us? Can you hear us, please?
Recording stopped.
Yes, I can hear you.
Great. Can you please share your screen? We are set for you.
Recording in progress.
Okay. Dr. Okoro, some of the participants are requesting that you show your face if you can.
Sorry, can you see my screen?
No, not yet.